That's my halfway point. About 1.5 miles, halfway. My favorite place on this run. Now I'm heading back. I think this was the hills that Jesus went up and prayed on the mountains in the morning. It says in the Gospels. Okay, back to Tiberias. There's the Sea of Galilee. Good morning, Galilee. Back along that shore is all where Jesus lived and performed his miracles and his ministry. Right over there is where they always go fishing. Capernaum's right out there. And the north tip of the Sea of Galilee goes up to Bethsaida, where Peter and Andrew and Philip were born. And I'm on my way back to Tiberias.
I just want to know if you like it here, Mr. Ray.
Oh, we love it here. This is, by the way, for everybody, I'm Steve. This is Israel. He's in charge of the kitchen and the food preparation and everybody here. He's here. I think he lives here. He's here in the morning and at night.
No, I'm not living here, but not too far.
Not too far. But look what he has for us every day. He has all this wonderful food, and look at our group all eating. There's Assam, our driver. Everybody's eating and having a great time. And there's more food over here. So Israel, this is our favorite hotel in Galilee and the whole area. We always come here. The only time we don't stay here is if you don't have room for us.
Anyway, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Very much.
Thank you.
On the Mount of Olives, one of his disciples came.
We're on our way this morning to Capernaum.
Master, teach us how to pray. You want to finish the verse? Like John taught his.
Bread come down from heaven. If you eat my flesh and drink my blood, you have life. And I used to love to let Catholics go on and explain that this was the sacrament of the Eucharist, but when they got to verse 63, that was my verse. And when the Catholic got there, I said, gotcha! Because there it says, my words are spirit and life. And Jesus concludes by saying, the flesh profits nothing. Now what do Catholics do? They've been talking about eating flesh and drinking blood, and then it says the flesh profits nothing. Now what are they going to do? They usually shriveled up and put their tail between their legs, and left the Catholic Church. I know, because we didn't. But what does Jesus mean? Well, let's first dissect it a little bit. He says, I am the bread come down from heaven. If you eat this bread, you'll have life. He's using the general word for bread, eating food, and the word he uses for eat is the Greek word esthio, which just means fine dining. It's the way you eat normally. Civilized eating. But they argue with him and said, how can you be the bread come down from heaven? We know you. Look at your hands. They're all calloused with slivers in them and stoned from calluses working with stone. You're a carpenter. We know who you are from up there in Nazareth. How can you say you came down from heaven? And they argue with him. So he changes. He said, eat bread. Now he changes the Greek word for eat to trogo, and the word for bread to flesh, meat, red meat. And the word trogo is no longer fine dining, but the word trogo means to munch, to gnaw, to chew. And the image you get is a dog chewing on a bone, like this, ripping the meat off of a bone. Jesus says, unless you gnaw and munch and chew on my flesh, you'll have no life in you. Well, of course they're scandalized, because a Jew can't even touch a dead body. How can a Jew would eat human flesh?
Sea of Galilee. It's really beautiful here. Look at this gorgeous day. And I'm just sending you all my love. Love you, kids. Love you, Jer. Wish you were here.
Go.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, how you doing? Hi Lauren and Brandon and Mary and Nick, Mike and Julie, Martha, Louise, Therese, and John Paul. We're here on the shore of the Sea of Galilee and we're having a great time. We miss you a lot.
Love you guys.
Love you.
How many kids was that?
There's Maria out on the water. Here's our group coming down to get their feet wet in the Sea of Galilee. It's a beautiful day today.